5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Christmas, Christmas time is near. Time for toys and time for cheer.
Something that rhymes with poop.
I just want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late. What's up, y'all? Happy holidays and welcome back to No Chaser. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shuck.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Oh man, what up? It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is.
You know what? I really do. I truly do love Christmas time.
Do you?
I really do. Like,
even though it'd be like super hot for us.
Oh, I don't give a fuck, homie. I remember one of the first times we ever posted I did like a Christmas skit on YouTube, right? It was me. I don't know if you remember. I did a skit a long time ago where I was trying to find Santa, and I finally found Santa. I asked him for a record deal, and then he told me my bars were trash, and I started crying. It's a really old skit. But when I put the skit up, there's elements of it where I'm walking on the sidewalk going to the mall to find Santa, and so many comments from people were like, y'all don't get snow
Oh my
on
God, really?
Christmas? People were shocked that we were having a snowless Christmas. Like, they couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Like, there are people in other parts of the country that feel like if there's no snow, it's not Christmas.
I think just growing up on the West Coast, we're so used to it that you got to go to the snow if you're trying to have that feel.
Exactly. But there was a time where it would be colder.
Mm.
But I remember, I think I was probably 11, and I got a bike, and I bundled up to go outside and ride my bike. And as soon as I got out there, I had to take my sweater off because it was hot as shit. And I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And then since then, it just ain't been the same.
Do y'all do the, like, as soon as Halloween is over, Christmas decorations, Christmas time situation?
No.
Nah?
No, we like Thanksgiving. You got Thanksgiving first, and then after Thanksgiving, then you start putting up stuff.
That makes sense to me.
I love Thanksgiving, but as soon as Halloween is done, my Christmas tree is up and I'm ready to go. And when I was living alone, the tree was up until like April.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers.
I just like it.
It is cute. I mean, this year I have a space where I can get a bigger tree. Like, I have my new, my new spot. So I want to get a decent sized tree and then decorate inside and do all that cute stuff. But like last year, nah, it depends on the year. Some years I was all ready for Christmas and all the lights and it's pretty. And then other years I was like, nah, fuck this. I don't want to deal with it.
Man, you know what we should have sang? I don't want for Christmas.
Is that
That didn't sound like it at all.
Not how it starts. That's not at all.
Even knowing what you're trying to do, I can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
Wait, hold on. Okay, you gotta wait for the build up. Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just something that I need. And I don't
You messed up Mariah.
something Christmas.
No, that is not how it goes, Tim.
That's what it is.
No, it isn't. I still can't hear it.
Nah, and I think he couldn't get to the part he wanted to because it was taking so long. So it still didn't help.
No. I fast forwarded.
Yeah.
You don't understand what part I'm doing?
I'm trying to hear it, but you cut it out.
No, it goes like that. It goes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
There we go. Yeah,
Okay, wait. No, before the dum.
Right.
I
No, I still don't hear that part.
Wait. I'm gonna do it for you.
Oh my God. But yeah, he's missing that part before the words come in.
Yeah.
Wait.
We got to hear it.
Now we have to. We have to.
You're gonna be like, oh.
But
Okay, hold on. Okay, ready?
There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
It's coming.
I just want you for my own.
I skipped that part.
yeah, you did.
You could ever know. Make my wish come true.
Here we go. Give it to me, girl. Here we go. Give it to me.
You weren't changing levels. You weren't changing levels. You were like, like
You know when
like,
the machine gun,
right here,
right before
or
she seen it, let off the machine gun.
It drops. It goes there and then drops and then.
Yeah, that. That's what we should have did. Oh man.
You were, and then you don't even start the song there though. Like, why would you start the song there?
Yeah, you know what? That's my favorite part because I always do the with the legs. If y'all are just listening, you didn't see me doing my legs. I do the legs to that part. But that's what I was talking about. You know what's crazy? I mean, I'm sure y'all know this, but like every year that song enters like the top 100 or top whatever 50 or like every year.
The day after Halloween is when it starts.
Boom.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy Christmas music or not?
Hmm.
Some of it.
Yeah. I feel like getting into the season, listening to the music in the background, yes, but I'm not going and playing like Christmas music all day. And I think too, because being at the station, it is as soon as Halloween is over, the rest of the world is ready for Christmas. So I have to hear the holiday songs, and the classics are always good. You know, Mariah coming in, it's nice, but I'm not playing it by myself.
Oh, I'm in the car turning to Coast.
It's crazy because we both worked at malls.
Yeah.
The mall is the reason why I can't fuck with that shit.
Really?
Because you work during the holiday season.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just there.
Yeah.
The entire time.
On loop too.
On a fucking loop.
Yeah.
But I was working at Finish Line one Christmas, and we had this song that would play. It was called Backdoor Santa.
Oh.
And it was about like fucking people's wives. and
Really?
shit.
What?
Yeah, but nobody really paid attention to the lyrics. But yeah, he was talking all type of shit. I was like, oh.
And everybody's
Okay,
walking,
cool.
shopping,
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this song is so nice.
It just sounds like one of them like old black people Christmas songs, but like a jazzy
All the
hip
white people
one.
are like, oh, so he's not coming down the chimney this year. So we just leave the back door.
Yeah, he's coming
open.
through the back door. You can
Uh-huh.
slide down his candy cane all the way to his
Wow.
jingle bells.
Yes. we
What's
gotta find
that,
song. Send it to me.
What's that with the girl in the wheelchair viral video to lick them up, suck on my balls,
I
whatever
forgot how
it
it goes, but yeah. So it's a girl. She's in a wheelchair. She sets her camera up and she's about to dance to some Christmas music.
And she's about to play Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock.
But she accidentally plays like this perverted ass version of it. It's so funny.
And she's like, oh my God. Classic viral video.
Uh-huh.
Christmas songs always remind me of, it's like every year, you know, I used to go to these huge Thai parties with my parents, right? And they used to drag me along because I was a little ass kid. And, you know, my parents, it was never, when they turned up, it was never to a DJ, it was always to a live band, right? So I'll go to these parties of like all older Thai people, like 30s, 40s. I'm probably like middle-aged Thai people, right?
Mhm.
My parents will get turned off, whatever, and they'd be like fucking ballroom dancing, right? And it was always like, I feel like it was 2 parties a year, one regular party and then one Christmas party. But I always remember specifically. Now, y'all know, sometimes Asian people have trouble pronouncing the R's and they come off like L's, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
It's just, yeah, sometimes. Depending on what kind of Asian too, right? And just the tongues move differently.
Uh-huh.
And so I would always remember there was certain songs, and me and my dad would crack up. He thinks he's so cool that he can say his R's. He just be but there was one. he'll be
So funny.
he'll be the first one to correct my mom. Roll. So there was the band would always play Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Lock. Jingle Bell. It was always an old Thai lady as the front man. She was always singing that. And then for some reason, just to double down, later that night they would do locking around the clock tonight. We're gonna lock to the broad daylight. Oh man,
That's awesome.
I need to see your dad's just sitting there.
He's like, I should be up there.
These guys.
Yeah, but those are some of my Christmas memories. You know what I'm saying?
Growing up, when we first moved from Hawaii, we lived like all my cousins would come into town and we spent like every Christmas with them. And there was about like 13, 14 of us. So it was super competitive. We'd always have to do competitions like dance offs and lip sync battles. And they used to play this game called the Gong Show, which is why I hate karaoke.
Ha.
So all the adults would sit with pots and pans. I'm so traumatized by
That's
this.
fucked up.
Wow.
So would sit with. I still hate my. I hate my aunt till this day because I refuse to sing. So everybody had to partner up. And my cousin Kayla and I were like, "That's my best friend." Well, we're the most sensitive ones in the family.
Damn.
Let's just tell.
Is she tall too?
She is. Yeah.
That's all.
It's tall, so sensitive. So, it's our turn, right? We're like, everybody else, some of them got booed and banged the pots and pads. We're like, no, we got this. We're going to win this year. We had a whole routine.
Oh, God.
We had a song. Tell me why my aunt, and I will never forgive her from this, she had a wok.
Ha.
And the wok makes a different sound than the other pans. And she had a metal spoon.
Wow.
She was ready.
She was ready. She still don't like me. We performed and we're like, da. Bing, 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 bing,
Oh
bing.
no.
Boo! They booed us off the stage, and we're so fucked up. My cousins came through with the broom.
Wow. Fucking Sandman on you.
Yes, I cried, and I refused to sing in front of anybody for so long
That's
because
hilarious. That's why you didn't used to join in.
I don't like, because I got booed with the walk.
How old were you?
I was like 9.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
so fucked up.
Yeah, and
I'm trying to think what's worse, like letting y'all finish and then
but like now looking back, like you can tell, like they got so much joy out of watching us suffer. Even if you were good, like, nah, your family was there to humble you. Like
That
you
was-
are not.
that was the parents' gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Y'all got toys.
they would get
We get to
lit.
crush yourself.
All the adults would get lit and watch the kids perform and be like, go perform.
I can't wait.
Wait, I know. There's part of me that's
all
like,
of us around making Beta before.
Beta, do that song I taught you.
You want these gifts? You want these gifts?
that is literally how we had to earn our gifts growing up.
Oh,
Oh.
Do you guys have so that was like a tradition y'all did? Like,
Yeah, it was getting ready. Like we would prep the year, practice the dances from the music videos, and then come up with all these like performances. And then we had, someone would dance hula. One of my cousins could sing. They would sing, lip singing. We would always lip sing, and then come up with all these dances because that's how we entertained each other. And there was prizes. So, the adults, they always cashed out like all the gifts. And we played a lot of games too, to where they like one year there was diamond earrings.
Oh.
And it's an unraveling game. And you had to like hit a 3 or some random number every time. So you would get to unravel until the next person hit the same number.
Had y'all gambling?
We were gambling. Also, we were making tips because the adults taught us how to be waitresses and how to never let a drink be empty.
Yes, of course. I
Yes,
remember those days.
and then you go and you get your money, and then the parents are setting up the gambling. We're all coming through like, do you need any more
Hilarious.
popcorn? Yeah.
so funny, dude.
Can't wait.
Yes. But they don't do that anymore. Like my cousins don't treat their kids that way. And I was like, y'all don't feel the need to do this? Like y'all are healthy?
It's a beautiful thing until you add the extra little parts. Like,
Right.
why you gotta boo me, man?
It was so much fun until I got booed. And I don't think I've ever been the same.
It's funny. It's funny. There are all these gimmicks that promise a great night's sleep, right? I don't care what kind of toppers there are or how many heavy blankets you may have. It's lipstick on a pig. If you're sleeping on a terrible mattress, your sleep will be terrible. It's that simple. That's why I recommend sleeping on a purple mattress, okay? They got the mattresses on deck. They got the comfy pillows on deck. Chia been sleeping every night with this purple pillow. She loves it, all right? That's because purple mattresses have the Gel Flex Grid, and only purple mattresses, all right? It's a super stretchy, ultra squishy material that adapts and flexes around pressure points and doesn't retain heat, okay? The Gel Flex Grid is amazingly supportive for your back and legs while cushioning your shoulders, neck, and hips no matter how you sleep. Your boy is a on my side sleeper, okay? On the right side specifically. Thanks to the GelFlex Grid, purple mattresses bounce back as you move and shift. You'll never have that I'm stuck feeling people get with memory foam, okay? That's the thing about it, man. I like the little balance, you know, not too firm, not too soft, just right. Give me a little resistance, but not too soft. You know, if it's too soft, my neck feels crazy in the morning, okay? So that's why the purple mattresses and pillows are perfect, bro. Just the right amount of resistance and form to your body, right? Try your purple mattress risk-free with free shipping and returns. Financing is available too. And just for y'all, I got a special treat, okay? Getting a great night's sleep starts with having a great mattress. So get you a purple mattress. Go to purple.com/NoChaserGang10 and use code NoChaserGang10. For a limited time, you can get 10% off any order of $200 or more. That's purple.com/NoChaserGang10 using code NoChaserGang10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. One more time, that is purple.com/NoChaserGang10 using promo code NoChaserGang10. Terms apply. Hey guys, Bombas's mission is simple. Make the most comfortable clothes ever and match every item sold with an equal item donated. So this holiday, when you gift Bombas to someone on your list, you're also giving them to someone in need. It's a give, okay? Bombas designed their socks, shirts, and underwear to be the clothes you can't wait to put on every day. Everything they make is soft, seamless, tagless, and has a luxuriously comfy feel. They're made from super soft materials like merino wool, Pima cotton, and even cashmere, which makes them the perfect cozy winter layers. Now, your boy loves some merino wool, let me tell you. There's a pair of Bomba socks for everything you do. They come in performance styles for every sport, holiday styles, or when you're feeling festive, and lots more. Bombas t-shirts are made with thoughtful designs like invisible seams, soft fabrics, and the perfect way so they can hang just right. And you know, I know about hanging just right, let me tell you. Hanging to the right specifically. You know what I'm saying? Bombas underwear has a barely there feel with second skin support that might make you forget they're even there in a good way. All right. And just for y'all, I got a special treat. Okay. I got a special treat for y'all. All you got to do is go to bombas.com/NoChaser and get 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/NoChaser for 20% off. Bombas.com/NoChaser. All right.
That's hilarious.
I don't remember having a whole lot of like traditional traditions because, you know, I think I've probably said this last Christmas episode, but I would always go to my white auntie's house, you know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that did the whole like American traditional Christmas, Thanksgiving. So my parents would usually, like, I'd spend Christmas Eve over there. We'd open presents, and then my parents would let me sleep over there with my cousins, and that's when I would wake up, and it was like the tree, they had the fireplace. Oh, Santa got us presents, whatever. If I had a Christmas list for Santa, I would give it to my auntie, like she was the plug, you know what I'm saying? And but I remember I would always, like, I treated my Santa list more like a grocery list because it would be any random shit I could think of that I wanted, I would put on my list. So I remember one year I had like a spray bottle, like water spray bottle, just because I wanted one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and random shit I remember, I don't know, it was like I heard one song on the radio. I was like, I'm gonna put this album on my Christmas list. It was like, I'm a Barbie girl. I was like, I like this song. I'm gonna put this Aqua album on my Santa list. And then it was there. You know what I'm saying? Spray bottle, Aquas.
Wow. They let you believe Santa. They let you guys believe Santa was real?
For a while.
Yeah, for a while.
Wow. Our family's messed up. They were like, nah. Some of this might come from Santa, but if it says Santa on here, that means I bought it for you. You don't be thanking nobody that don't exist. I was like, really?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a dilemma as a parent. I think, like, do I let you know that I'm the fucking one who loves you this much?
Yeah.
Or do I let you believe in this
I think I
real
will,
guy?
I think I will. I will give Veda the lies for some years because if anything, I don't want her to be that asshole kid that is like, you know, Santa's not real.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
That's another, because it's like, for me, I believed that shit for a while. Like, I swore I heard that
Really?
nigga on the roof. Peep. I lived in the apartment at the time.
Oh, okay.
On the bottom floor. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no roof. There's no chimney. But I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt so stupid
When you found out.
when I realized, like, that don't even make sense, dog.
I think they've always. I don't remember believing in Santa. Like I remember, you know, we always play into it, and our family did that. Like my uncle, we had a Hawaiian Santa who had tattoos and a black beard. So we believe like Santa. And
Hawaiian ho ho ho.
yeah, that's my dad was that last year. But we never got the full like that's just one person, that's who brings the gifts. We've always had this like mixed of it. They played like we made the cookies, we left it out, but it was always like my uncle. And we knew uncle, we know it's you, but he would just totally play into it. And our family did that like those kind of things for us.
Yeah.
The year I started questioning, and I'm sure I said this in last year's episode, but fuck it. A kid at school was in my ear telling me, like, you know, Santa's not real. And I was like, yeah, whatever, right? And then I went back and I was at my auntie's house. They had their gifts from Santa for me. And this is when my grandma on my auntie's, like my auntie's mom was alive. I called her grandma. And I was like, did you guys buy me these? The ones that said Santa? And she said, how could you ask that? She's, okay, I'll admit, I bought this one, but the rest of them are from Santa Claus. I said, oh, okay, just checking. She was shocked that I would even ask, you know?
Maybe because growing up, I mean, too, I'm from Hawaii.
Yeah.
So our Santa has never looked like your guys' Santa. Our Santa always had board shorts and slippers on. You know what I mean? Like Santa's always been in an aloha shirt for us. So I think that plays a big part in it too.
You could have changed.
I guess so. It's hot
He has
over
to
there.
blend in.
You know, you gotta surf a little bit.
When I was younger too, and you know, I was trying to be smart, I would still kind of justify shit in my mind, right? I would be like, okay, people say, how's he gonna do it all in one night? I'm like, different time zones, duh. Like, hello.
Okay.
Nighttime over here is gonna be 3 hours later in New York, so he can hit New York first and then come over here in his super fast sleigh.
Yeah.
You make it make sense.
Yes. There's like the tracking. You can go online and you can track where
Like where
Santa's
he's at.
and that's fun. Like I like Christmas for my nieces and doing all of those types of things for them. So giving them like we'll decorate cookies and leave out the almond milk for Santa because apparently he's lactose intolerant this year. But like things like that, it's adorable. And I think my sisters and the adults in our family are doing a really good job with the holidays with the kids versus like, yo, mom and dad, really? You let them gong me? Like, you didn't think I was going to be scarred for life after? And they laughed at me too.
That's hilarious.
To this day.
I used to have to play Santa for my little cousin. Not like in a costume and shit like that, but when she go to sleep, I'd go eat the cookies, build the toys.
Yeah.
And everything would be like hidden. She wouldn't know. So all of Christmas time, she just sees a naked tree.
Oh, really?
And then on Christmas Eve, when she sleep, I put everything
cute.
out.
It's tight.
But one year, she left cookies and a note with questions. I'm like, bro, what kind of shit is this? How old are you? And I'm like, bro. So I start Googling shit. Like, are there answers out there? I was making up ridiculous answers and stuff like that. She didn't question it, but I was like, this is a lot of work.
Yeah. And kids be asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
They be asking questions.
On the same subject, and I know I've probably told this story too, but the tooth fairy, I was like, you know, when I was at that age where I was doubting shit, doubting Santa, doubting the tooth fairy, one time I was like talking to my dad, I was like, yeah, tooth fairy, we'll see what she can do this time, right? Because he would always, I lose a tooth, put it on my pillow, I get $1, right? So this time I was like, I'm gonna get her. Took my tooth, wrapped it up in paper towel, toilet paper, tape, stapled that motherfucker, right? It was a little glob of just paper and staples and tape, shoved it up under my pillow. It's like, let's see what happens, right? Next morning I wake up, reach under my pillow, no money. Just the same old glob. I was like, see? My dad was like, well, why don't you try opening it? I was like, okay. Took off the staples, took off the tape, took off the paper. $1! Oh my God! She's real!
Hilarious.
So, man, that's the type of shit that sounds really fun when it comes to having kids. Like those moments, that sounds cool. You're gonna do all that for Beta?
Yeah, man. I think, you know, it's like, even, the argument can be made that like, oh, you're lying to your kids, you're having them believe in this bullshit, right? But at the same time, like, it's fun, and also, like, look at me, right? I didn't like get traumatized from these fucking lies. Like, I have these like,
No, because the truth hurts more than the lie.
Okay.
nothing is real.
But what about this? So you say you don't want her to be the kid that's like, Santa's not real.
Yeah.
What if she's the only kid saying Santa is real?
Oh.
Then
Which
she'll-
is worse to be.
Then she'll be the one in the movie that helps Santa fly when they need her to believe.
And then the beta will be like, I told y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Riding off in the sleigh.
In the movie, after the years of trauma, and they're casting for that role, it's like, finally.
Oh,
I've
man.
waited my whole life. My dad. said
Yeah.
it's coming.
I mean, hopefully, I put her in a school with other parents that are also down to lie to their children with me. You know what I'm saying?
So funny.
It's a lot to think about.
Imagine that's her first like fight or some shit.
Oh my
You
God,
get
over Santa?
called. She hit 3 kids. Why? Well, they said Santa's not real.
Dad, they called you a liar, Dad. You don't understand that shit.
She don't give a fuck about you. It's just Santa.
Like Tim trying to make himself so special.
Did y'all ever do the Santa pictures at the mall?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Mm.
Now, you know what? I feel like I did, but I have no memory of that. I have no pictures, and I have no memory of it.
Like, I got a question. Who the hell was the first person to decide, like, we're going to put kids on his lap?
Right? I don't.
The real Santa.
I guess it was just like, go take a picture with Santa.
And
How does this make sense?
Yeah.
He's sitting.
Yeah.
Do you stand next to him?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I like taking pictures with Santa.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun as an adult.
Oh, for him, for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Nah, she
Hi,
go,
Santa.
She go to the sexy Santa.
Sexy
Where they got no shirt on.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do they have those?
Yeah.
Where?
Bro?
Yeah, like
Sexy Santa.
people hire
call
them
me.
for like office Christmas parties and shit like that.
I need a sexy Santa. Santa, all I want is for you to be sexy this year. Thank you.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but yes, sexy Santa. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I can't wait to go take corny ass family Christmas
Yeah.
pictures though. Oh, hype. Last year I did it with David So to promote the
Yeah.
goodie sweaters. Speaking of which, I mean, this is gonna come out in Christmas, so these have been out way past when when you should have bought
Y'all
them.
better be wearing them to watch
Yeah,
this.
yeah, that's right. I hope you put on your goodie sweater to watch this shit, or else you fake, bro. If you haven't heard at least half of these stories already, you
Yeah,
fake,
that's
bro.
Right.
Everybody, right now, tell us what Nikki Blaze is mixed with. You heard it a billion times. You should know.
And
Uh-huh.
you know, I can't believe y'all still ask that same question or how tall I am. What the fuck is that?
It's funny because and I get it. Like we get new listeners here and there, and every
Which
time
we are
we gotta,
thankful for.
huh?
Yes.
I
Oh,
said
yeah,
which
we
we are
love y'all.
thankful for.
Yes, so thankful. And every once in a while when we get a new guest, they always kind of inquire what Nikki Blades is.
Mhm.
And I read a comment from someone the other day about Veda, and they were like, "Oh my God, that girl is gonna be half Thai, a quarter Eritrean, quarter Salvadorian. When she starts talking, we're never gonna hear the end of it."
Yeah, because all they're gonna do, what are you?
Right.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think anyone's gonna ask.
In the future?
She looks
gonna be
looks
different.
one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
So
true.
if she becomes that girl, it's just by
just
choice.
Right.
bragging, yeah.
Mhm.
But I've been getting the comments more so recently that I'm starting to see that chia poke out a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mhm.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
So weird.
Someone brought up, did we talk about this on the show where they said that it's because of evolution that
Something like that.
the-
They
the-
start out looking
Start
like
looking like
one.
the father
Yeah.
and then start looking
Yeah.
more like the mother.
I'm curious to see when we start cranking out more babies. Shout out to Blue Chew. If they start, if another one just comes out looking just like Chia.
Well,
That'd be crazy.
me, my sister, my brother, I don't look like either one of them. Like, I don't look like them at all. So my sister and brother look alike, but I look like my grandma. And I pull from my dad's side of the family.
Mhm.
But then people, I don't know. I think that if you put enough relatives in a room, you could be like, oh, I can see it right here in your
Yeah.
eyes.
Right.
But realistically, I look just like my grandma. And then my sister looks like my mom. And then my brother is a little bit more, he pulls on my dad's side too. But yeah, we all look super different.
Jeans are weird, man. You know, they get all like, you got to wash them a few times before they're comfortable. No,
I wonder if you had a sibling, what they would look like.
I mean, who knows? And it's weird also because my uncle on my mom's side, he's tall as shit.
Mm.
And so who knows, you know, I might have a very recessive tall gene in there waiting to hit one of my kids. You know what I'm saying? From my mom's side. But imagine, man, if the baby
It's the darkest one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All the Chia's dark genes and all of her tall genes come out in the next one. I'm like, hey man.
Sorry, Veda. Daddy tried.
Like something ain't right, man.
You be confused. You be like, I don't want to think what I'm thinking.
Baby's like, come on, Dad. Don't do me like that.
Hey girl. Well, first of all, little mama, why you sound like that?
Oh my God. Oh, I wonder what Rick's babies would look like.
I don't know. So my dad's side, the genes are really fucking strong. Like I look like him. I look like my uncles. I look like my cousins. I look like my sister. Like, and then my nephews or my nephew looked a lot like me, just like the Puerto Rican version. Then I have two little brothers that look like me, just the Mexican version and the Nicaraguan version. And then the Nicaraguan one, he looks just like my dad right now. It's crazy. And then my other brother, he looks like an uncle that I've never met before.
Oh, wow.
But at my grandma's funeral, I met this uncle and I was like, oh shit. Like y'all look like twins. Like it's wild.
I got a skit, an old skit where I think Rick is dead, right? Or I think Rick's dying.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh man, you were supposed to marry an Asian girl and I was gonna marry a black girl and our kids were gonna date and people were gonna be like, are y'all brother and sister? Nah, we just date, but we look alike. But it'll be interesting because I mean, like you said, Veda, you know, it's hard to see the chia genes in there, especially the African parts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what your baby looks like.
It'd be interesting. It would be interesting.
My niece looked like my sister. And then as she's gotten older, I mean, she looks like my twin. Like my niece looks like my twin, but with like really, really, really curly hair.
Yeah.
Mm.
And as she's getting older, she's starting to look like my older cousin. It's so weird watching like the change because Mia started off with like kind of soft curls. And then now she has like tight curls. Yeah. So like her hair pattern has changed over the years. And thank God my sister learned how to do curly hair because that poor baby, my sister was like, look, we're not going to do Mia like how our parents did you. I was like, real one.
What's up, y'all? We all are out here feeling creative, and sometimes, you know, me, especially personally, I just hit a creative block, you know, and I need something to get my juices flowing again. And sometimes I need to learn a new skill to get my juices flowing. And what better time than now to really pick up something new, get good at it, or just practice, have some fun with it, you know? And that's why I F with Skillshare, okay? Every human was born to create. Whether you last picked up a paintbrush yesterday or in grade school, you can explore your creativity and be inspired. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning, with so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. Okay, for example, I'm decent with the YouTube videos, right? But I'm trying to really step up my game, take a next level. So I might sign up for Storytelling in Film Using Cinematography to Convey Emotion by Joe Simon. That class sounds lit. You know, I love cinematography and movies. It's definitely something that I would like to learn to up my game, especially now that I'm trying to write a movie this year, you know? So whether you're a dabbler or a pro, a hobbyist or a master, you are creative. Discover what you can make with classes for every skill level, okay? Experience real improvement with hands-on projects and classes designed for real life. And Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. Now, come on. And just for y'all, I got a special treat, all right? Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/NoChaser and get a 1-month free trial of premium membership. That's premium membership for free. That's 1 month of a premium membership at Skillshare.com/NoChaser. What's up, y'all? Today's episode is sponsored by Honey and is sponsored by honey. You know how these podcast ads go. We read a spiel, blah, blah, blah. We give you a promo code for a discount, the end. But this one is a little different because this ad is for honey. And a honey ad doesn't just give you one promo code. A honey ad gives you millions of promo codes. That's right, millions of promo codes in one ad. And here's how, all right? When you shop online, like usual, like I do, you know, on your favorite sites, Honey will automatically fill in the promo code box for you at checkout. Now that's just lit, okay? But it won't fill it with just one code. It'll dump a ton of codes in there, every code it can find. Then it tests them in seconds to see if one gives you a discount. Plus, Honey knows where to look for promo codes that are hard to find on your own. Well, damn. It's like getting a million promo codes from this one little podcast ad. I mean, come on. You know, your boy shops online all the time because who wants to go out anymore, right? Your boy's getting old as well. So whenever I'm shopping online, I'm really kind of impulsive with it. I'm never coming prepared with the codes, so I never know what to put in the promo code box. But now with Honey, millions of promo codes. It's lit. Get all the promo codes Honey can find at joinhoney.com/nochaser. That's joinhoney.com/nochaser.
Yeah, I mean, Chia definitely has some, because Chia's hair, especially when she was a baby, I mean, was like super like curly, tight curls, right? And like her mom definitely didn't know what to do with that in the beginning. Some of these pictures, it's like, they just kind of left you, huh?
I feel like there's a whole generation of parents that came out with kids with curly hair, like, ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Well,
to
y'all
do with
probably
this.
cried when they tried to do stuff to it.
No, I got hairbrushes broken. Here's the thing, they just didn't have products. That's just really what it was. They didn't know what to do with it. But now these babies are like, Mia got a whole silk wrap. She wraps her hair after she gets it braided. I'm like, you are like,
Yeah,
eight.
I be looking at Chia like, babe, you gotta learn how to do the baby hairs like all these kids be doing the baby hairs, because Chia never used to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, babe, if you want her to look cool with all these other kids, we gotta learn how to lay that
How
shit
to
down,
swoop.
right? Yeah.
There it is.
Swoop.
I remember
Tim got his toothbrush.
yeah, exactly, right? Because I definitely. Well, we didn't know how Veda's hair would come out. It's looking real, just kind of wavy right now. It's starting to hit a little curl now that's hitting her ear. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
My parents just really wanted it to be like just super kinky curly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what, guys? I'm sorry to keep disappointing you here. My genes are just real strong. All right, it's y'all fault.
You did it.
Yeah, y'all did it, man. Shit.
It might. Like
Yeah.
she looks so much different from when she was first born to now.
Yeah.
Babies are weird, man.
Babies
Yeah,
are
so
weird.
weird.
But her hair could curl. Like I said, my niece's hair was like soft waves. And then now she has tight curls.
Mhm.
So, I mean, she's still so young. She brand new.
I gotta take advantage now before she starts asking for Christmas presents and the shit she sees on TV. Now she don't even know the difference really. She just this random tree sprouted up in the middle of the house with some lights on it.
Yeah.
It's a little colder outside. You guys ever do the trip to like Big Bear cabin snow shit?
Kinda.
Mm.
My family had like a house in Merced or some shit like that. It's up there in the mountains. And we would do that sometimes, but never like Big Bear.
Yeah. Not our family. Like everybody went with other people's families.
Mm.
My parents were like, "Oh, you have white friends. Go with them and do things."
I'll tell you what, I've never been skiing.
Really?
Skiing, no snowboarding.
Yeah, my ex's family had a cabin, and that's actually how we ended up getting together. He's like, "I have a cabin." I was like, "Oh my god, do you have a cabin?"
Oh, I like you now.
Wow,
Weird.
fucking look at how that worked out. But so some of the like snow things, yeah, we did together. But I've never skied. I've snowboarded. I definitely want to go and do more things like that. Like I want to go
me
to
too.
the snow, get the cabin, but I only want to do it with like cool people who want to play Uno and like drink and
Right.
play board games.
I've been like sledding and shit, but I've never.
I can see you trying snowboarding. You look like you would ski though.
I would try some snowboard. There's this old Comic View joke. I don't even know why I remember this as a little ass kid, because when Comic View was on, we were so young, right? But there's this one comedian. He was like, why are white people like all their names are Ted Romanowski, Slamanowski? Why are they always skiing? Why are people always skiing? Wizowski, Romanowski.
That's stupid.
So dumb. So dumb. But as a little ass kid, bro, I used to die.
Oh my God. Wait, Rick, have you ever been snowboarding?
No.
No?
Only
should
time
do a
I've
little-
been to the snow was when we would do shows.
Oh yeah, and just
Yeah.
do take like we did in New York for whatever reason. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like the cold is like so stupid.
But
So
if
stupid.
you know how to dress for the snow, it is so much fun. That was the difference. I went without the proper outfit before.
You was out there in a hula skirt.
Damn near, trying to see. I was like, oh, I seen girls skiing in swimsuits. No, bitch, it's cold outside. You're going to get frostbite on your nipples. But when you get like the good jackets, that's the game changer. Getting the good jackets where you're not getting wet or you have the proper pants.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I see why people go all the time.
There's no such thing as proper attire for me because like
Hey.
I'm either going to be comfortable and cold, or I'm gonna wear the right shit and I'm gonna be hot as
That's
fuck. Like
true.
I can't get that balance.
Yeah.
Mm. I got a closet full of winter coats I can't wear because I just, and when I do go to New York, I don't like checking the bag, so I just bring one coat.
Yeah.
And then I just be out there with my one coat and thinking like, damn, man, I got all this fly shit at home that I can't
But
wear.
like New York cold versus going to like Big Bear and being in the snow is like different.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
New York
it's-
is cold.
No, it's
it
cold,
depends
but
on
like
when you go.
yeah, but also like when you're going to New York, you're not planning on jumping into a pile of snow.
True.
no,
But when you go to Big Bear, I'm planning on being in
Yeah.
like
that's facts. You make me. I should do that. We should take Veda on a little Big Bear
Yes.
cabin trip.
the photos, everything. Like that's gonna be a special moment, and it's gonna be something you're gonna want to do again. But when you get the right clothes, yeah, you're gonna be sweating, but it's just really fun. And I was so anti-snow for a long time till I had the right jacket. I'm like, oh wow, okay, so it's like there's no water going in, and I'm not, getting pneumonia right now.
I've always wanted to do. I forgot what I was gonna say again. I was gonna bullshit my way through that though.
Yes.
What
else have you always
He's like,
wanted?
I always
to
wanted to do.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, my uncle died.
Right.
What the fuck? That don't make
it's like,
sense.
I've always wanted to go skydiving. I know that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
in the snow.
In the
I
snow.
want to skydive over.
Land in the snow.
It's right there.
Oh, but okay, I'll tell you this. What I have always wanted to do, speaking of snow, is because I was born in Montana. Y'all may or may not know that. I was born in Billings,
I
Montana.
forget that all the time.
Yeah, I was born in Billings, Montana, and I've never been back. And sometimes people will read that on my Wikipedia and they'll be like, this fool he's fake. He's from Montana. Why is he claiming LA when he's from Montana? Like, I was born in Montana. I'm not from there, okay? But I would always want. I heard it's beautiful. I'd like to go back and just be like, oh, this is my place of birth. This is nice. Let me return home to my roots.
Montana.
fucking
You see
ridiculous.
Tim show up in Montana. I am home.
I'm back.
And then you just
The
see everyone
king
looking at
has
him.
returned.
They're like, where? You sure?
And they're like, there's a ching chong motherfucker just got to.
Not supposed to be in
Turn
these
your
parts,
ass
boy.
It's like, we ran you and your family out of here years ago,
We
boy.
knew this day would come. Do your worst.
Do your worst. They have a list of like 10 Asians that have been through Montana.
Fucking wanted poster.
Oh my God.
He was like, oh my God. Excuse me.
Like, sorry, I just wanted to see the snow. I'm sure. And you know what's funny is when we were in Montana, there's a picture of my dad cooking at I think he opened up a Thai food restaurant there for a month or something like
Yeah.
that. I honestly to this day, people are like, why were you in Montana? And I think my dad told me he visited once for a little, I don't know, some type of cabin ski trip, and he just loved how beautiful it was and decided to just stick around for a bit.
That's so crazy.
Took my mom there, had a baby. You know what I'm saying?
There's so much of this country we never seen,
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
and I'm never going to.
No.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
There's no reason to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know somebody who's in Indiana right now is like,
Huh.
you're probably never going to come here. I'm like, nah, probably
Yeah.
not.
I follow somebody from Indiana. Indiana, no offense to anybody. Indiana looks like the past.
yes.
From what I've seen on this person's story, I'm like, oh, What year is it there, guys?
It's like that's a
Is it 2003?
that's a cool throwback you post. He's like, this was yesterday, man.
What you talking about?
There's on the podcast that me and David launched, the food one. We're talking about we went to a bacon festival in Des Moines, Iowa, and David's like, he's like, no offense to Des Moines, but some of the most unattractive people I've ever seen. And I'm like, wait, to be fair,
Oh
to
my
be fair,
God.
to be fair to Des Moines, we were at a bacon festival. It's a very niche crowd of
Yeah.
people who are gonna go to a
Right.
bacon festival. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the Des Moines Bacon Festival, wasn't a whole lot of people you would holler at
Yeah.
over there. You know?
That's
Oh my
funny.
God.
I always think about that when I'm like watching basketball.
Mm.
I'm like, you play for the Indiana Pacers. You live in Indiana, sir.
Yeah. So that's how
You
that
a
works.
millionaire.
So once they get drafted, or like
Gotta
you know,
live there.
like they gotta go to that. city?
Yeah. So
for a certain amount
Yeah,
of time.
yeah, yeah.
right,
during
depending
the
on
season.
depending on their contract. Then after the season, they normally come to like what they go wherever it's hot.
LA, Miami,
Yeah,
Right.
the standard
Yeah.
standard place is Vegas.
That's crazy, man.
like Oklahoma has a basketball team.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
There's
if
a
you
bunch of damn near 7-foot black dudes
and there are girls,
in Oklahoma.
there are girls that are like that know that they're attractive for their area that are
throwing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to think about.
That is wild. What would you say is the most obscure city in America that you've been to?
That I've been to?
That where it's like I would because we used to just do random shows or whatever.
Ithaca.
Ithaca, New York,
Yeah.
upstate New York.
That's probably the rarest, most random I've been to.
Right. Oh, you were in Fairfield, Ohio.
True, but that was like Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh.
Ithaca, it's interesting how different upstate New York is from like New
New York,
York City,
yeah.
New York, man. That shit is it's like a whole other situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't think I've been to a place that's just been super random. It's all kind of been around like a city.
Like a big
Yeah.
city. Yeah.
In which anytime you're in, even if it's the most random state, if there's around like some sort of major city, you're going to see at least a little diversity.
Mhm.
But I haven't been to a spot where I walked in and was like, oh, so I'm the only one that looks like this around here.
Yeah.
Even when I was in Fairfield, Ohio with Rick, it was recording my first ever album, the Rush Hour EP. And we took a night off to go party in, was it Kentucky?
I think so. I think it was Kentucky. It was like an area where all them places kind of met.
Yeah, and it was like a bigger city, kind of, right?
Yeah.
But even though it was a more more city area, I definitely remember being at the bar, lounge, club, whatever it was, and motherfuckers was looking at me like this is weird.
Yeah.
They was looking at me like, you got a beard and a mustache? I don't know about this one. I was like, nigga, where your mustache?
Let's
Weirdo.
let's tangent here. Rick has always had an issue with people
Bruh,
that have
I don't
beards.
like it.
beards and no
No
mustache.
You mean like naked upper lip?
Naked upper lip.
It looks so
beard.
weird.
So
I don't get it.
we used to know
Like
this,
or neck hair, just all the neck hair.
we used to know this guy just through internet shit, and Rick didn't know his name, but he would call him Beard No Stashkins.
Yeah.
Stashkins.
And that came from another guy who introduced us to a game called Chicken No Napkins.
Oh, yeah.
What?
So this guy and his friends used to play a game where they would eat Kentucky Fried Chicken with no napkins because it was so greasy. And it was like whoever could go the longest without using a napkin wins. And they called it Chicken No Napkins.
Why does that game sound like so
And then
much fun?
He would be like, "You ever play Chicken No Napkins?
Yeah.
Chicken No
You guys ever
Napkins."
play Chicken No Napkins?
Oh my god! You just unlocked a memory for me. That's great.
Good stuff. But yeah, beard, no stashkins.
Oh my
Can go play chicken, no napkin.
Speaking of random games, I
Oh my
remember
God.
driving.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Huh?
That may be the Worcester. One of those, Massachusetts.
We was out there for a show.
Yeah, we did UMass something or other.
Oh, UMass.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah,
was
but
good.
that was like a whoa, where we at?
There's a random place in Florida. I don't even remember the name of it. But I've been in Florida before and was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Florida's interesting too, right?
Florida's weird.
Because it's the same shit as like, the different parts of, I mean, I guess it's any state. Like,
No, but Florida, I mean, you got Miami, then you got the rest of Florida.
yeah, in terms of like,
And Orlando,
Yeah, it's a
Miami,
big-ass
Orlando,
city.
and then
Parts of Orlando
It's
are
weird.
Like, what the fuck?
yes.
Yeah.
So I did a club hosting gig in Jacksonville. I wasn't even performing, I was hosting, right? And this wasn't no weird shit. This was just a dude wanted to beat me up. I was in my area, in my club area, right? I was hosting the event. So, hosting just means put my face on the flyer. I might say what's up on the mic. If anything, I'm there. I got my bottles, take some selfies here and there, right? But it was a dude who happened to be in my area. I'm just kind of standing around on like the stage area. And he was like, yo, he was like, come to my section, or like, come meet my boys, they're fans of yours, like, come say what's up, right? And I'm like, man, like, I'm not trying to go down there. I can't go down there right now. It's like, I would get like swamped to take selfies, right? I'm like, I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm like, I'm just kind of here, right? They can come up here. I told them, I was like, bring them over here. We could take some selfies. We could say what's up, whatever. So he turns around, he just starts stewing. He's like, I can see him clenching his fists. He's like, no, you disrespected me. It's my city. You disrespecting me right now. I'm like, bruh, what's the deal? Even security. So at this point, security sees him balling up his fist. Security's looking at him like, all right, bro, you gotta go. Like, but what the fuck? Like, drunk motherfuckers trying to swing on me.
Drunk motherfuckers in small towns, man.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's either all good
Especially
or
when
all
they
bad.
feel like this my city.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Because it's either great where they're like, we gotta show you how we do it in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Yeah, then your
Yeah.
ass is
Yeah, you're as laid out or in a good way.
mhm.
Or it's, nah, this Oshkosh. We gotta show them how this Oshkosh. You're not
Yeah.
gonna disrespect me in Oshkosh.
Get out of here. I had a lot of that shit because I don't drink.
Mm.
So everybody
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to buy you a shot and you turn it down and
I
they get
know.
an attitude. I'm like, nah, I got an attitude.
No
now
means
what's
no.
the problem? Yeah.
No means no.
So stupid. I hated those
Oh
nights.
my god.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely remember a night in it was Florida again, Florida man,
Florida's.
Florida
Fucking
man,
Florida, man.
where I mean, this was my fault though. I think. Do you remember that night? I was so drunk, and I think I kept trying to dance with this girl, and
Oh,
then
you were dancing with somebody's girlfriend?
But possibly, I was trying to
Yeah.
dance with somebody. I just remember Rick being like, "We gotta go," because somebody was mad at me for trying to dance with somebody. This might have been Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was either New
You-
Orleans or New Orlando.
It happened in New Orleans too. But I think it was Orlando. And like, you just were oblivious.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was somebody else with us, but I had to like grab a dude. And then after I grabbed him, he walked off like he was going to give. I'm like, yo, we got to dip. Like it was, yeah. I was like, fucking Tim.
Yeah.
Fucking Tim.
Back, like, kind of on the partying thing, are y'all gonna throw any holiday parties? Or like, are you gonna do any Christmas parties? Do you guys even like those things?
I'm not. I like Christmas gatherings,
Mm-hmm.
especially because I feel like, especially like Friendsgiving type vibes,
Mhm.
Christmas vibe, Christmas parties, with the exception of like work parties.
Yeah.
Even no, you know what? I'll take that back. Even with work parties, I feel like it's all kind of a more of an intimate. It's not at the club. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like you're inviting specific people to come. The vibe is always it's less of a turn up and more of like, let's get together and have some drinks and chill. I actually was gonna have like, I think I want to have a Friendsgiving, invite all the homies over to cook a bunch of food because it's been 2 years of us not really seeing each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me find a reason for us all to come to my house. But by the time I had this idea, it was already like November 18th. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Well,
Yeah.
Friendsgiving, we're doing ours in December.
oh,
so it's
word?
just kind of like,
Yeah, it's just whenever.
It's just
you want.
whenever.
That's true.
Yeah, you can have it whenever you want.
I think I will do that.
Yeah.
I think I will do a early December Friendsgiving situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used to be anti like a motherfucker, but I also never lived somewhere where I wanted people to be.
Mm.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now me and Tway was flirting with the idea, but then it's just like our shit's not done yet.
Mm.
Like our place isn't done, and it's a lot of work. I think
lot
the
of
work and the after work is the most annoying part of it.
Mhm.
But I'm not against it, especially now that we know who's who. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When you're younger, you got those friends. It's like, do I really want this
Right.
motherfucker over here with them? You know what I'm saying? Like mixing friend groups and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Here's what's lit too, right? You know, before throwing a party, like way back in the day, like the homies I want to see, it's 4 of us, right? It's like this ain't a party, it's the homies kicking it.
Yeah.
But now, if I'm inviting the homies over, they're all bringing their chicks.
Yeah.
So we got already 8 people in my house.
Yeah.
With Eric's twins and Veda, it's a party of 11 motherfuckers in
Yeah.
there. It's
Yeah.
a party already with just my close homies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this would be great
Yeah.
to have everybody over, you know?
remember your house party? That
So,
was
the
just
crazy one?
Yeah.
Man, Nikki Blades, let me tell you. I had this party one time, and you know, you're in high school, you kind of
It
want
was
it.
a high school party?
No, it was shortly after high school.
Okay.
It was like high school, maybe first year or 2 of college, right?
Ooh,
To the point where I
Ooh.
couldn't purchase alcohol yet. I was probably 20.
okay.
Because I had my cousin buy me some alcohol. But my dumb ass posted also on MySpace. Yo, I'm having a party, y'all.
Oh.
This shit was a lot.
Yeah. It was like inside and outside in the front.
Oh, I miss going to those things.
Yeah.
It was there was 2 fights.
It was 2 fights, one of which someone pulled a knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my coffee table of my house got broken.
Uh-huh.
They ransacked my parents' liquor collection. Police never came.
Police
Wow.
never came. Thankfully.
I'll tell you why. Because there was a bunch of police officers that used to eat at Thai Smile restaurant, my family's restaurant. And I think they were eating there the week before my party. And my dad was like, hey, just so you know, my son's gonna throw a party soon, you know, if you hear something. And they didn't bother us the whole night. Oh, a girl got jumped.
Yeah. So his old friend fought somebody,
Uh-huh.
and he's the one who pulled out the knife and shit. It was a big fucking knife too.
Jeez, just
I
machete in the
I
pocket.
ended up like taking it and throwing it in the gutter because I was like, fuck, the police is about to come. But it was a huge fucking knife.
Yeah.
And that happened, and I was like, ghetto ass Tim. And then the girls I invited ended up getting into a fight. One girl against multiple girls.
Oh, shit.
But me and like my side friends invited all of them. So I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Now I'm in it too. It was a night.
It was fun until it wasn't,
Yeah.
which was pretty early on.
It's
Yeah.
totally like every house party story. It's like it was
Yeah.
fun until it wasn't fun.
My homegirls that were going to school in Cal State Fullerton, they invited a couple of their college homies that they had met. And so these guys never been to like Paramount, Long Beach, anywhere around there, right? They posted on MySpace the next day. They were like, here's something you guys should know about a party in Paramount. Don't go to a party in Paramount.
Damn.
Yeah, it was all bad.
Sounds like
Good times.
Good times, man. It was a good time. Was I with Ileana at that point?
I don't think so.
Oh
I don't
man.
think so.
Yeah, the last house
I was.
party I threw, because I had a 5-bedroom house in college, and it was me and then the water polo girls.
Yes, and then one girl that the guy had shitted.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
That one, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that story? So because all of the sports teams, like we all hung out together. So, I mean, we got people in the front yard, in the backyard, and they're everywhere.
Mhm.
And I didn't invite my ex at the time to the party because I'm toxic, and I don't know if it was him, but I think it was. Somebody threw a ravioli can through our window
Oh God.
at the house party,
Wasting food. He was
Right.
mad.
and broke the window.
Yeah.
But I think it was him.
That's funny.
That motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I still feel bad. That was my fault. But yeah, no, our house parties were always, it was kind of like that all the time though. Like whether it was our house or the baseball house or something like that. Yeah, college was interesting.
Exes, I feel like that story just made me think of the difference between a man ex and a girl ex. A man ex would do some shit like, let me throw some pasta through the window.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't the ex at the time, if I'm hearing correctly. He was the current boyfriend that you didn't invite.
I tried to leave him and
Okay.
he didn't want to be left.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So kind of an ex.
Yeah.
A salty person.
Right,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
I knew a girl. I used to talk to this girl who said, this is how she did her ex one time. Real low key conniving with it, right?
Mhm.
She still had the key to their spot. And after they had broke up, she found out he cheated or something like that. She was like, I didn't yell, I didn't scream. She's like, I just left, but I had the key and I went to the curtains of our apartment. She's like, I carefully undid the seam of the window curtains and I put a bunch of shrimp in it. And I sewed it back up. And 2 weeks later, he called me and was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Love it. I would I'm not that patient. I need immediate reaction. Like shout out to the people that have that patience that can wait and they don't even need to be there to watch you suffer.
That's
I'm
a psychopath.
Right. I'm watching you right now, but I also have done stuff to where I was like, ooh, I'm afraid of what's going to happen next. Like I took all the shoes out of the shoe boxes and threw them all over the house. I wanted to mess up the shoes, but I knew that I wasn't fast enough to run away from him if he caught me. But I took like all the shoelaces out, and I took all the shoelaces out, and I threw all the shoes all over the house, and I threw the boxes in different places because he was really like anal about how his shoes were. So I was like, "Oh yeah, you want to do this? I'm gonna take your shoelaces out, and I'm gonna throw it over there, and I'm gonna make it like I might possibly ruin them, but we might get back together." So I
major minor inconveniences.
Right. I'm like, I might want to still be with you, so I know I can't destroy everything.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, no.
Really funny.
I remember that day, and I took a picture of it too. I took a picture of it, and I sent it to him.
You should have just put some shrimps in each one of those shoes.
Nah, I still live there.
So, I've never thrown like a party, like a birthday party for myself because of one of my friends in the 6th grade, I think.
Okay.
He had a birthday party and he was inviting everybody and he was like, yeah, this girl gonna be there, that girl gonna be there. It's gonna be tight. We gonna listen to this, we gonna listen to that, and we gonna have cocktail weenies. He was so hyped about these fucking cocktail weenies, right? And it was like a group of 4 of us, like the solid core.
Yeah.
One of that 4 did not come. So it was me, him, one of the homies, and his little sister.
Okay.
And that's it.
Damn.
Nobody else came.
Damn.
Like he cried and shit, but tried to act like he wasn't crying, and it was like,
see, this is why I posted on MySpace.
yeah, and it was like, man, let's just party and put on. He put on Heartbreak Hotel.
Oh my God.
When he was there, I think it was.
Yeah. All I really
Oh,
want
Your time, and then you play with my emotions.
And he was so hyped for that song, particularly, not sure why. He was telling me before, hey, we can listen to Heartbreak Hotel.
What the fuck?
And in my head, I'm like, this nigga like Elvis? All right, man, it's your birthday. But yeah, it was the saddest shit I had witnessed up until that point.
God.
And I was like, all right, I'm never doing this to myself. I will absolutely never do this to myself.
Oh
and I never
my
have.
God.
Wow. Well,
So sad.
on that note, I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday.
Hope all your friends show up to your events.
Oh, man.
I hope those cocktail weenies are delicious and cooked to perfection.
And make sure to check your curtains for any scrimps in case you piss somebody off.
And be safe out here, man. Don't drink too much and
And don't completely destroy his shoes. You
Right.
might want to dig again.
Piece of
man.
advice.
yeah, guys, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy what?
Happy all the holidays.
All the holidays.
All the holidays.
And if you don't celebrate, then happy Thursday or whatever day it happens to fall on. Thank you for listening to No Chaser. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shuck.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Bye.